This is Mystical Ariel here to shake the matrix, expand your mind, and make you think. How y'all doing? What's going on this evening? I'm sorry I haven't been on like every single morning early and everything like that. I've been honestly facing some health challenges and some crazy stuff that I'm dealing with. And so it's kind of got me tied up and everything. But here we are. We're here. And today I'm going to talk to you guys all about the power sorry, excuse me. The power of the mindset in creating heaven in our chaotic world. Seeing that heaven on earth is right here. And it's not separated from it. Just as we are here with the shadow matrix, we can be out of the shadow matrix as well. Now imagine for a moment, okay, that life feels like it's crashing all around you, okay? You're overwhelmed, you're standing on the edge of everything. Like the weight of the world is too heavy, you know? It's too heavy to bear. You know, in those moments when it feels you know, like you've reached the breaking point, you stand there at the rocky cliffs, you know, feeling hopeless of turning away from the pain. You take the brave step to face your deepest fears and you confront your depression, your anxiety, and you look straight into the things that have been holding you down. Instead of walking off a cliff, instead of running away, you decide to face them. And what if I told you that, you know, the reason we get to this place and the reason we all reach this point is not because of what we've been done or what's been done to us, what we've been through, or even what we've done ourselves. And what if I told you it's about perspective and thoughts? And what if I told you that the world and this plane exists in, it's not a real, it's not as real as it feels. You know, that it's nothing more than the light reflecting where darkness and light meet. You know, creating the image of life before you. You know, much like how TV works. You know, the events that seem so real, the pain and the suffering may actually be illusions. It's not actually, they are. Projections from a deeper hidden reality. So, what if this world is kind of basically what it is? I'm saying it's an illusion. It's a place where we've forgotten our original designs. A world that feels like hell, not because of what we've done or endured, but because of what we've lost touch with. Hello, Poppy, and welcome. We've lost touch with who we are today. We've lost touch with who we were. And what if, despite this illusion, I told you that even here in these bodies, these existences, these skins, that you could live in heaven right now? That heaven and hell are not physical places but states of mind, functions of how we perceive the world and its existence at itself. You know, peace, true peace, is attainable even in the midst of life storms. Hello, everyone who's joined. Welcome. Even when chaos is around you, when it feels like your world is falling apart and you don't have the response to the storms in fear. That's what we've been responding in fear. You don't have to accept the chaos as your reality. Life is not about what happens to us, it's about how we choose to see it, about our mindsets. Hello, everyone's joined. Welcome, welcome. But how do we get there? How do we unlock ourselves from this shadow matrix, this illusion, this thing that blinds us all, and step into our divine way? Here are some of the steps that helps us find peace and reconnecting with our true essence. You know, it's like we need to step into our, you know, divine way and find this peace. You know, embrace your self-reflection and awareness. And the first step is becoming aware of the fact that we've been an illusion, that we've bought into this, scheme, this lie. And that we start by taking time to self-reflect, ask the tough questions, pay attention to your thoughts and emotions and reflections and reactions, and ask yourself, what stories am I telling myself about my life? Recognize that many of these stories are shaped by fear, doubt, or old programs, old programming computer systems that we can get back to our original designs. Awareness is the key to unlocking the door to your true self. Meditation, journaling, or simply spending time in nature, are powerful tools to help you and help us all slow down and get in touch with the real us, to ask the tough questions. Those are really important to do that. Detach from the external validations. We often seek approval from the outside world, whether it's through success, relationships, or material possessions. But these external sources will never give you the lasting peace. Learn to turn inward for validation. Understand that your worth is it's instinctive. It's there. You're not tied to the opinions or judgments of others, period. No matter what they want to spew all over the place or say or whatever. That's their crap. Don't take it on. When you no longer seek approval from the outside, you start to reclaim your power. You practice detachment by observing your reactions and choosing not to engage in the pursuit of validation. You don't need anyone's validation. You know? Shift from fear to love. Much of the suffering we experience from living in a state of fear, if fear is failure, rejection, or the unknown. Begin to consciously shift your mindset from fear to love. Whether you feel fear or anxiety, pause and ask yourself, what would love do in this situation? Choose to respond from a place of love, compassion, and understanding, both towards yourself and others. Love is the antidote to fear, and it helps you reconnect with your divine nature. Practice gratitude. It's one of the most powerful practices to elevate your consciousness and shift your perspective. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you start to see the abundance in your life rather than the lack. Each day, just take a few moments to reflect on the blessings you have. Even in the difficult times, gratitude reprograms the mind to see the light, even in the darkest moments, and aligns you with a higher vibration of peace and joy. Cultivate presence. We are often stuck in the past or anxious about the future, but see, peace is only found in the present moment. To break free from the shadow matrix is practice being present now. Life is all right here. Mindfulness and techniques that help you do that, like deep breathing or focusing on your senses, help in another way by anchoring you in the now, in the moment. In the present moment, you are safe, whole, and complete. If you're not, pay attention to your environment. When you live in the present, you open yourself up to the divine flow of life. When you surrender to the divine flow of life, we resist life's challenges because we think we need to control everything. But true peace comes from surrender, trusting that the divine has a plan for you. Even if it's not clear right now, surrender, it doesn't mean giving up. It means letting go of the need to control every outcome, every circumstance. Trust that you are guided and that everything happens for your growth and awakening. And as you surrender, you step into the divine flow, where life becomes less of a struggle and more of an unfolding. Forgive yourself. That's a major, major thing. Forgiveness is essential for freeing yourself from the illusion of the past, and holding on to the resentment or guilt keeps you anchored into the shadow matrix, and it keeps you in fear. See, forgiveness doesn't mean excusing harmful actions, but rather releasing the weight, the pain, so it no longer controls you. Start with yourself and recognize that you are human, that learning, growing, and worthy of compassion. Extend the grace to others as well. Forgiveness, liberates you. It liberates you from the chains of the past and opens the door to peace, to be in the present moment with you now. Reconnect with your original design and remember that you are the spark of that divine. You were not designed to live in fear or designed for fear, suffering, or limitations, but reconnect with your original design by aligning with your highest truth. This means honoring your inner voice, following your passions, and living authentically. Your divine purpose is within you, and it's important to pay attention. Waiting to be expressed, trust that as you live in alignment with your true self, that peace will naturally flow. Living in heaven, not hell. It's all up to us. See, the power to live in peace and the power to live in heavens exists within you and me right now. And when you stop seeing as something happening to you and start seeing as a reflection of the divine light within you, everything changes. Chaos loses its power and you regain yours. You see, you can find peace even in the storms of life. You can step into your divine way by letting go of the illusions, by remembering who you truly are, and by living each day from a place of love, presence, and surrender. In that moment, realize that you no longer have to be caught up in those storms. You no longer have to live in this fear. And no matter the storms, outside, inside, you get to be calm. You are whole. You are already free. Heaven is not a distant place. It is within you, waiting to be, remembered. And that's something we keep forgetting, who we are and all of those things. Let's see your comments. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Do I know what I'm saying? Yes, I do. Good is the only answer. Thank you. Trent says, I love your glasses. Thank you. Max says, I love God and fear God. Well, so you fear yourself. Okay. No, I'm streaming in my freaking house, dude. That's awesome. I don't need to try DMT. I already passed away and came back, dude. I was in hospice and studied. Came back with, understanding some things that even scientists agree. Do I accept donations? Yes. I really value you telling me this info. Hey, no problem, dude. Yeah. And yeah, as far as outside of experiencing DMT through that, we did Bufo ceremonies, ayahuasca, and all those different things. And yeah, we even got to do some presentations for them. And they're quite healing. You know, sometimes we need plant medicines, I think, to find that, almost like that punch into the third eye to wake us up, you know. But I don't think it's for everybody. There's some people, I think, that if you have so much trauma, it's best to do it in a ceremonial situation, that you're guided or have the help there that's walks you through that stuff. But yeah, mass dose of DMT just by passing away. But thank you so much for encouragement. And yeah, we take donations. There's PayPal, canatales@gmail.com. And then there's Cash App, which is $ mystical Ariel. And that's my Cash App. But yeah, there you go. Thank you all of you who watch this and appreciate you. Much love to you all. All right. You take care. Much love. Make sure you do one thing towards your dreams every day. It brings you one step closer. Make sure you recognize you're valuable and you matter and you're all unique puzzle pieces, a part of the ultimate puzzle of the cosmos. Much love and take care.